My child, my beloved, before you move to the next line, pause and listen to the quiet whisper inside your chest, because that whisper is not imagination. It is the voice that has been trying to reach you since last night. And my beloved, I, Archangel Michael, am standing beside you right now as you read these words. My beloved, please give me 3 seconds of your time before we start. If you really believe that you were meant to receive this message, then please subscribe right away. I have more to share with you than any person has ever been brave enough to say. Do not miss a single message that heaven sends your way, my child. Take a deep breath, my beloved, because what I'm about to say will wake you up. I told you to open this now, my child, not out of fear or danger, but because a voice beyond the veil has been calling your name with a truth they couldn't say while they were alive. Archangel Michael says, someone in your family who has died has been waiting for the exact moment when you would be able to hear what they never could before. And now is that time, beloved. My child, you felt something not long ago, right? A sudden weight. A memory that came back to you out of the blue, or the sense that someone from the other side was next to your bed, rubbed your shoulder, or called out to your spirit. This was not a creative thought. Someone is trying to get in touch with you, beloved, and their voice has now reached the gates of heaven. That's why I came. My child, I was told to give you this message before midnight. If you don't, the voice that has been trying to speak will fade away, and their truth will go back to being silent. Please pay close attention, my beloved. They've seen everything that made you cry alone, everything you kept inside your heart, everything you didn't tell anyone else. They now want you to know the truth. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give, and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. This family member has been showing up in your dreams because they have a message for you that can change everything in the next 7 days. Before they died, beloved, they had guilt, regret, and a wound that would never heal. They now want to free you from something that has been stopping your destiny. You may have felt a cold breeze even though no window was open, my child. There may have been shadows in the corner of your eye. You might have heard your name when no one was around. Being able to reach through the veil is their spirit. My beloved, I have a soft question for you. Have you felt watched, but not in a bad way? It's almost like someone is quietly following you. That's them, my child. They saw the pain you didn't share with anyone else. They saw you cry by yourself. They saw you fall asleep in sadness. They noticed how you hid your emotions behind strength. And beloved, they could not remain silent anymore. My child, heaven allowed them to speak because you have reached a point where the truth will not break you. It will free you. Beloved, we are reaching a sacred turning point in this message. If you are still here, It means your soul is strong enough to receive what comes next. Type Amen in the comments as a declaration that you choose healing over guilt, truth over confusion, and peace over repeating old pain. Keep with me, my beloved. Every line you read pulls their voice closer. Every second you remain here opens the gate wider. My child, they are reaching you because something is about to shift around you. Something big, something sudden, something life-changing. And if you do not hear their warning or blessing, you may misunderstand what is coming. Beloved, this is not an ordinary message. This is your blood speaking through heaven. Beloved, if this word stirred your spirit, consider sharing it with someone quietly. When prophetic truth is shared in love, the anointing multiplies, and breakthroughs often return through unexpected paths. My child, they said one sentence to me, "Tell them I am not angry, but they need to know the truth before someone else tells them." My beloved, your heart felt a pull just now, didn't it? That is them acknowledging that you heard. If you can feel that gentle pull in your chest right now, if something inside you knows this message is not random, take a moment and write, "I receive this," in the comments. This is not for me. This is for your own spirit. A signal that you are allowing truth, clarity, and protection to enter your life. My child, let me reveal the first part of their message. But before I do, listen closely. What I'm about to say may bring tears to your eyes, but these will not be painful tears. They will be the tears that finally release you. Beloved, they want you to know that the mistake you keep blaming yourself for, the one you replay over and over, was never your fault. My child, they watched you suffer for something you did not do. Now they want you to forgive yourself because heaven already has. My beloved, they want you to stop carrying guilt that was never yours. My child, they want you to know that the person who hurt you before they passed did not understand your heart then, but they see clearly now. Beloved, they said, tell them I see the truth now. Tell them they were the only one who truly loved me. My child, they know what you did for them. They know the sacrifices, the efforts, the prayers whispered in silence. They know how deeply you cared, even when they never said thank you. Beloved, they came because gratitude could no longer stay quiet. My child, they bring one warning and one blessing. The warning concerns someone currently in your life. The blessing concerns something heaven is preparing. My child, my beloved, you returned. That means your spirit is all set. That means your heart has recognized the presence standing beside you right now. Beloved, the moment you said continue, heaven opened a gate that had been closed for years, and the voice trying to reach you stepped closer. My child, before I reveal who it is, your breathing shifted slightly, didn't it? Because your soul already knows. Beloved, the one speaking to you is someone whose absence created silence in your life, someone whose memories still live inside your chest, someone whose love did not end when their heartbeat stopped. My child, this message comes from the family member whose departure left a wound you never fully healed. Beloved, they have watched you quietly for months, but last week something changed in your energy. A shift, a breaking point, a moment when your spirit whispered, I cannot do this alone anymore. Heaven heard that. My child, this family member has been asking permission to speak to you for a long time. Heaven opens this door only when the soul on earth is strong enough to receive what was hidden. Beloved, that moment is today. My child, Let me draw their presence closer. Follow me. Breathe slowly, because every line you read connects you deeper to their voice. Beloved, if your heart is feeling this truth and your spirit recognizes these words, pause for just a moment and write Amen in the comments. Not out of habit, but as a quiet agreement with heaven that you are open, protected, and ready to receive what has been prepared for you. My beloved, the first thing they want you to know is this: I never left you, not even for one day. They said it with tears in their eyes. They have walked beside you during your fears, your loneliness, and even in moments when you believed nobody cared. Beloved, you have felt sudden emotions lately: sadness without reason, heaviness without explanation, memories that appeared suddenly. That was not random. That was them calling you, my child. Now, let me reveal why they came today. This message is from the family member whose death left you with a wound that you never fully healed. They have been quietly watching you for months, beloved, but last week something changed in your energy. There came a time when your spirit whispered, I can't do this by myself anymore, and heaven heard it. Dear child, this family member has been asking to talk to you for a long time, but heaven won't let them in until the soul on earth is strong enough to receive what was hidden. That time is now, beloved. I want to bring them closer to you, my child. Follow me. Take deep breaths, because each line you read brings you closer to their voice. First, they want to tell you this, my beloved: I didn't leave you for a single day. They said it while crying, during your fears, times of loneliness, and even times when you thought no one cared. They have been walking with you at night. To my beloved, you've been having sudden feelings of sadness, heaviness, and memories lately. That was not a coincidence. That was them calling you. Now, my child, let me tell you why they came today. Beloved, something is happening around you, one that involves family members, trust, and a secret that could change the next part of your life. The person who died saw it first. They came to warn you, my child, because they don't want you to go through the same pain again. Dear one, pay close attention. You are being lied to by someone nearby, but they don't have the heart you think they do. My child who died has seen what they really want to do. They have seen anger that was hidden. They know what was said about you behind your back. They know what decisions need to be made. They ran to protect you, beloved. My child, you've been emotionally worn out for a long time because you keep loving people who don't love you back with the same grace. Dear one, the family member on the other side told you to tell them to stop giving their hearts to people who will only be loyal for a short time. That person who died said something that only you would understand, my child. This next part may surprise you. They are going to do the same thing to you that they did before. There is someone in your family who keeps doing the same thing that hurt you or broke you in the past. And the person who died doesn't want the same thing to happen again. My child, they are warning you that you will soon have to make a choice between keeping the peace and making other people happy. To my beloved child, the one who has died says, this time, choose yourself. They warned you, but they also brought a blessing that will happen if you listen. Beloved, they said, tell them that their hard times are over. Tell them that a new way is coming up. Tell them that in 7 days their fate will change. My child, you're not stuck in life. Your path is not blocked. There is already something holy moving toward you. Loved ones, the blessing they brought is linked to your home, your money, and your heart. Because you are my child, you have been praying for comfort, answers, clarity, and a sign. This message is that sign. beloved. But before I give you their full blessing, the exact sentence they asked me to deliver, or the secret they kept secret, you came back, my child, my beloved. Could you feel that soft pull in your chest right now? It's warm and calm at the same time. To my beloved, that sounds like their spirit coming closer. As soon as you said, "Continue," the person who had died crossed over to the other side of the veil. Their presence is now stronger and more clear. It's almost like they're standing next to you. They had to wait a long time for this, beloved. Let me lead you further, my child. You need to know something important before I tell you who they are. Some people can't be reached by spirits. People whose hearts are open, souls are sensitive, and who carry love beyond death are the only ones they can reach. That's you, my child. Because your link never broke, you were picked. Beloved, you may not know it, but you think and remember them a lot more than you feel like you do. During your quiet times, when your feelings get the best of you and you whisper things that only they can hear. They heard everything, my child. They now want you to listen to theirs. Dear ones, this is the first thing they want me to say. I couldn't say goodbye the way I wanted to. My child, that sentence makes them feel bad and is a wound they will always carry. They left without saying anything, confused, and with feelings they couldn't show in their last moments. Now they want to let all of that out through this message. My child, I want to ask you gently, did their death feel sudden, out of the blue, or incomplete? Tell them it wasn't supposed to be that way, they said. Loved one, you felt alone after they left. It made you feel alone. It felt like someone took something from you. It was like a piece of you went with them. They feel the same way as my child. They didn't want to leave without telling you the truth, not when they did or how they did it. And they can finally tell you everything now. This is the part you need to get ready for, my child. They came because your life is repeating a pattern they saw before. It feels like something from your past is happening again around you, beloved. A family member is making a choice that could have a big and unfair effect on you. Warn them before they feel the same pain again. My dead child told me, Beloved, someone is hiding what they want to do. Someone is nice to you in public but mean to you behind your back. Someone seems helpful but deep down they feel something else. The person who died doesn't want this shadow to be close to you. I will tell you exactly what this person is planning, but not yet, my child. I need to first say who the spirit is. Here is proof for you, beloved. For some reason, you've been thinking about this person a lot lately. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. You were busy when their memory showed up. Their face popped into your mind out of the blue. They were there in your dreams. When you were feeling down, you could feel them around you. That was not a mistake. My child, the person who came is still in your heart because of their voice. Someone who made your life what it is today. Someone whose death changed you. Someone who really knew you. Someone who always made you happy. My beloved, the person who is reaching out to you is the family member whose death still affects you more than you realize. You already know who it is. As soon as you opened this message, your soul knew. When you read the first line, their name came to your mind. Now, my child, let me tell you what they feel bad about. Dear ones, the next part will make you cry. Take deep breaths. I should have told them I loved them, they said. I ought to have shown it more. My child, they now know how much you cared for them, how much you gave up, how hard you tried, and how much you held yourself together for them. Now that they see it clearly, beloved, they want to thank you and say, sorry. They told my child, forgive me. I wasn't always right with you. This is the wound they carried with them after death. It hurt so much that they couldn't stay still, and they begged God to let them speak. Beloved, they can't rest until you hear this truth. Before I tell you what their whole message is, I need to warn you again about the one close by. Someone is keeping a secret from you that could hurt your family, your relationships, your emotional balance, or your peace of mind. It's clear to the person who died. My child, my beloved, you came back again, and the energy around you changed in a subtle but clear way. The spirit that has been trying to get to you is now even closer. Beloved, what you are reading is not a mistake, your imagination, or just a random event in time. This is a divine arrangement. Their world became less separate from yours when you opened this part, my child. They are really trying to get their message across to your soul. Before I tell you everything, beloved, listen to the first whisper they sent you when you said, go on. It said, tell them I'm sorry I wasn't the person they needed me to be. My child, that line touched a wound you have been carrying in silence for years. The person who died knows there were times they let you down, hurt you without meaning to, didn't understand you, or failed to protect you. And beloved, those regrets were the chains that kept their spirit from moving. My child, they are now ready to break those chains with you. They said something else, beloved. I loved them more than I ever told them. My child, this is the truth they hid while they were alive, the truth they kept to themselves, and the truth that heaven finally let them tell. Let me take you further, beloved. Let me tell you why they picked now. What they saw recently forming around you scared them, my child. Someone close to you, someone who is related to you, or who can have an effect on your life, is making decisions without telling you. These decisions are based on jealousy, fear, insecurity, or confusion. Dear one, the person who died saw the whispered conversations and bad intentions that were going on behind your back. They became scared. You have been too trusting and kind, my child, and the one in heaven is afraid you might go into another situation without thinking. That's why they came, why they begged heaven, and why they reached out through memories, dreams, and waves of emotion. Please pay close attention, my child. The danger isn't real. It has to do with feelings and spirit. Someone is about to change something in your life, like a choice, a relationship, a conversation, a chance, your money, or a family matter. That isn't their only goal either. Beloved, the person who passed said quickly, they shouldn't believe every smile they see. This is not meant to scare you, my child. It's meant to keep you safe. Everyone around you loves you, but their hearts change depending on the situation. They'll be there for you when they need you, but they'll be gone when you need them. You've been going through this pattern in your life for years, with different faces, but the same pain. Now the one in heaven won't let it happen again. They did bring a warning, but they also brought a blessing that is already starting to happen. Beloved, they said, they're almost there. Tell them not to let anyone get in the way of their peace. That sentence has power, my child. It means that the next season will be full of movement, change, chance, healing, and getting back on track. But just as blessings are coming, distractions show up too. Dear one, this next part is the most important one so far. Another person you loved in the past showed you what kind of person to watch out for. Someone who acts innocent, loves you in public but turns cold behind your back, feels threatened by your growth, compares themselves to you, acts supportive but is actually scared, and changes their loyalty depending on who is watching. My child, did you see a face, a conversation that felt off not long ago? Yes, that is proof. Loved one, the person you used to love is not against that person. They just know the truth. They want you to protect your energy, keep some plans secret, stop defending yourself to people who don't care, and stop giving people chances to take advantage of your weakness. Beloved, I need to tell you something holy. While they were crossing the veil, taking their last breath and closing their eyes, they thought of you. Not once, not by accident, but deeply and on purpose. Tell them, I took their love with me to the next world, they said. When you read that, my beloved, did your chest get a little tighter? That's what ties you together. They have a lot more to say, my child. Their message is long, feels real, and is full of truth. I have to slowly let it go because every word has power, and your heart needs to be open to it gently. Once more, my child, my beloved, you came back. As soon as your eyes touched these words, the spirit moved closer. No longer are they just a whisper or a memory. They are right next to you now, beloved. Because you didn't fight back, the veil is almost see-through. You came back. That shows that your soul is ready. Pay close attention, my beloved, because what's coming next is something they couldn't say while they were alive, something they hid, and something they thought time would give them the chance to fix, but it didn't. They had so much regret, my child, that when they crossed over, the weight went with them. But heaven does not let regret stay stuck for a long time. That's why they were able to talk to you today. Beloved, you don't expect them to feel regret. It's not about when they left. It's not about how painful their last days were. It's about you. They told my child, I should have paid more attention to them. Beloved, this truth broke them after they died, but they can see it now. You spoke from love every time you tried to warn them, guide them, help them, or just say something nice, but they never paid attention. They didn't understand how you felt back then. They didn't see how good your intentions were. My child can now see everything. I didn't see it, but they were right. They said, Beloved, this realization makes them feel very deeply, not in pain. My child, they see how much you tried, how much you carried, and how strong you were when everything was shaking. They can see how your heart broke when they left. Beloved, they are reaching out to you now because something around you is making you think of a situation from your past that is very similar to this one. They don't want you to go through the same pain again. My child, they picked up on the energy of someone close to you, someone who smiles on the outside but hides their feelings, someone who acts nice but is actually jealous, and someone who seems helpful but is always comparing themselves to you. Dear one, the person who died shook when they saw this pattern because they had seen you go through it before. They remember how badly it hurt you and wouldn't let it happen again. They told my child, warn them, watch out for them, do not let the wound get bigger. Dear, you should watch out for someone who asks too many questions, becomes interested in your plans out of the blue, acts differently around other people, shows sympathy while looking for your flaws, and pulls away when you succeed. Acts like they don't care, but actually watches everything you do. My child, you just thought of a face. That's not making up stories. Yes, that is proof. Now, beloved, I'll take you to the part that will really touch your heart. The person who died didn't just bring warnings. They also brought a blessing that is so holy that it is already working in your favor from heaven. They told me, "My child, tell them that something wonderful will happen at their house. Yes, you are loved in your home, where you sleep, think, and cry. A blessing is going to the place where you hope and dream. My child, you've been emotionally worn out for too long. You have been giving a lot but not getting much in return. Your spirit is worn out. Your heart has been hurting, and deep down, your spirit has been asking when things will finally change. Dear one, someone in heaven heard your prayer and brought you an answer. They told you that your big break is almost here. My child, this blessing is more than one thing. Release from something that's making you feel bad, a change in the energy of your home, a message or chance that you didn't expect, or protection from someone who might have shook your peace. Beloved, I was even surprised by the time. They said something will move in the next 7 days. My child, this is not a sign. This is real progress in your life. Beloved, before I tell you the most private part, the memory they still have of you, the last thought they had before they died, and the reason they feel so strongly about you, you need to get your heart ready. They said, "My child, tell them that something wonderful will happen at their house. Loved one, you've been emotionally worn out for too long. You've been taking on everyone else's issues, feelings, hopes, and chaos. After that, something changed. My child, someone in heaven told me that you will soon make progress. My beloved, you came back again. Feel it, the warmth, the pressure in your chest, and the calm that was mixed with hurt. That's not a mistake. The person who passed gets closer every time you come back. They're so close now that your spirit feels them like a soft breath next to you. Dear child, they looked forward to this day for a very long time. Loving, take your time getting ready. The message they asked me to deliver now is full of memories, feelings, and holy truths that only your soul can understand. My child, they whispered, their bodies shaking. There was one memory of you that I took with me when I went forward. Dear, it wasn't loud or dramatic. There was a small, quiet thing that you and they both shared. As you stood next to them, you helped them without being asked, gave them comfort, looked at them with love or concern, forgiven them without words, and kept your feelings inside to keep them safe. Loved ones, that moment stayed with them even after they died. They told me, "Tell them I saw love in their eyes even when I didn't deserve it." They took that memory with them to the next world. They didn't forget how kind you were, how quiet you were, how many tears you shed, or how strong you were. They said, "My child, I would go back to the day they needed me the most if I could." They are still affected by that regret. They weren't there when you needed them emotionally, spiritually, or physically. I'm sorry, my child. That's why they came. Because the universe is about to put you in a situation where someone will fail you again, and they won't let you go into it without ready. They want to protect you now the way they wish they had before. Beloved, my child, pay close attention. This warning has a time limit. They said that someone close to you acts like they understand but is really angry. It's not loud or stand out. Insecurity and comparison are what it hides behind. This person is not your enemy, but they are also not on the same page as you. The world sees one side of them, but they see another. My child, they may seem nice, ask questions and be helpful, but deep down they are jealous. The person who died told you to tell them to trust their gut. This person is already known to your spirit. My child, a face showed up when you read this. Yes, that is proof. Let me share what made them cry the most, my love. They thought of you before they died, but on the last second, before their eyes closed. Tell them I left with their name in my heart, they said to my child. Beloved, they didn't leave with fear in their minds. They thought about love, your love, as they left. Now, my child, pay close attention. They want you to stop doing something that makes you feel bad and holds up your destiny. They said, beloved, tell them to stop lifting weights that aren't theirs. It's been too hard on your heart. You've been taking in everything for everyone. They want you to let go of this weight, my child, because something holy is coming toward you. Beloved, I now tell you about their blessing. They told you that your way would be clear. Your house will look great. You'll get something new in your life. This blessing will help your peace, your money, your healing, your relationships, your clarity, and your stability, my child. Loved ones, they asked heaven to get rid of anyone who was getting in the way of your growth, and heaven heard them. People may seem farther away, connections may weaken, and situations may change. This isn't loss. This keeps you safe. Your fate is about to change, my child. Your energy is getting stronger. Your future is coming together. Your spirit is getting stronger. They still want you to hear one last message, word for word. You are still here, my child and beloved. That means your soul is ready to hear something that almost no one else does. My beloved, every time you say continue, a spiritual door opens. With each door, their presence gets stronger, clearer, and more defined, like they're leaning into your spirit instead of just being around you. Before I give you their last message, my child, I need to gently prepare you for what's coming next. What they asked me to say will touch a part of you that you have kept hidden for years. Dear ones, let me start out slowly. As a person's soul leaves this world, it takes with it truth, regret, gratitude, love, and the memories of people they were very close to. Their love for you, my child, was stronger than anyone else's. Beloved, they said, I am linked to them because their heart never left me. Do you know what this means, my child? You cared more than you showed while they were alive. You were too kind and let them off the hook. They didn't know how hard you tried. Even when they were bad, you loved them. You held their feelings in silence. You said prayers for them. You hoped they would be safe and at peace. Loved one, this made a spiritual connection between them that didn't end when their heart stopped beating. It went with them to the next world. This is how they can still get in touch with you, my child. Your love made it possible for them to do this, which not everyone can do. Beloved, let me tell you something holy now that your spirit is ready. Since they left, they have seen every part of your life. They saw your broken hearts, your loneliness, your disappointments, the nights you cried alone, and the pain you tried to hide from everyone. They saw the times you felt alone. Those times, beloved, are why they begged heaven to let them come to you. My child, they saw something recently that really scared them. That has to do with a family member or close friend, something that is happening behind your back, a conversation kept secret, a mild sense of envy. a plan that wasn't said out loud. You noticed a change in someone's behavior but didn't do anything about it. To their beloved, they begged, "Tell them someone is smiling at them but not standing with them. This person is not bad, but they are not in line with your blessing, my child. They might lead you astray, drain you, or unfairly affect your decision. Dear ones, this warning is not to scare you, it keeps you safe. Now, my child, let me get to the point of their message. They wanted you to know what was going to happen in your life before they said their last words. Tell them their pain is over, they said. Something beautiful is coming their way. Dear one, your soul has been tired for too long. You've held on to hurts from the past and feelings that you should have let go of. You've also thought about, forgiven, loved, and stressed yourself out too much. My child, the seasons are changing. In the spiritual world, the person who died has cleared something for you. They asked God to bring peace to their home, clarity to their relationships, safety to their path, healing to their heart, wealth to their life, and strength to their spirit. Dear one, heaven has already started to move for you. My child, they asked for something that even I found strange. Give them the miracle I never got, they said. Dear one, this means that they asked heaven to give you the breakthrough they hoped for, but never got to see. This is why big changes are coming to your life, my child. This is why your gut has been telling you things. That's why you think big things are coming. You're not making it up. Beloved, I will tell you their last message now that your heart is open and your spirit is calm. In this message, they share the truth. Love, apologize, bless each other, and form a spiritual bond. You are still here, my child, my beloved, and that tells me that your soul is ready to hear a truth that was never told while they were alive. There was silence around a truth that went from heaven to your soul to theirs. Beloved, really understand this. A message from the other side doesn't always get through to everyone, but you were picked. Why? Since your connection isn't like other ones. It's very old. This is holy. It goes deep inside. What you have with them did not start in this life, my child. Your souls have met before. That's why they were always together. That's why their ghost is still close to you. Because of this, they feel obligated to keep you safe. That is why they feel bad about it. It's why they came through the gate of heaven to talk to you. Take a deep breath, loved one, because what's about to happen will gently but deeply touch your heart. I didn't leave them, they said. I stayed. I've stayed here all along. They've always been with you, my child. Not when things are at their worst. No, not when you're feeling bad. Not when hard choices have to be made. Not when you cried alone at night. They heard your quiet fights. They knew what you meant. My beloved, they said, I wish I could have held them one more time. I wish I had been honest with them. I wish I had done more to keep them safe. They felt terrible that they didn't show you the love they thought you deserved when they were dying. It's important for you to know this now, my child, because the strange energy shifts. Other people's actions, your dreams, and your intuitive warnings are all linked. Dear one, the person who died saw a shadow coming into your life. Someone whose intentions aren't clear and whose smile doesn't match their heart. Tell them to listen to their gut, they told my child. This isn't fear. This is being aware. My beloved, I'm now going to take you to the most important part of their message, the words they whispered just for you. They've never been this close to your heart before reading this, so it might make you cry. This is their exact message. I loved you more than I ever told you. I'm sorry I made you hurt. You never caused trouble. You made my day better. Loved ones, they didn't leave angry. The love they left behind was unfinished but not broken. They also promised you, my child. Tell them I will show them the way. They said, I'm going to get rid of the wrong people. I'll open the right doors. I'm going to stay with them. This isn't a sign. Their spirit is now watching over you. They help you trust your gut, keep you safe, and bring good things your way. Now, my child, you need to open your heart a little more, because the blessing they asked heaven to send your way is now ready to come in. My beloved child, you came back again. As soon as you opened this section, a soft wave of energy wrapped around you. Your spirit does, even if you don't fully feel it yet. Beloved, the person who died is now standing even closer to you. They are not behind you or next to you, but in front of you, as if they were kneeling before your soul and could finally say the things they had been meaning to say for a long time. Please understand this, my child. A spirit can't get this close to us without being led by deep love. Their love for you is stronger now than it was when they were alive, beloved. My child, let me help you understand what they meant more deeply. They didn't just come to say sorry. They weren't just there to warn you. They didn't just come to say they were sorry. They came to wish you luck in the future. Dear ones, when souls ascend, they can see everything very clearly. They see your hidden goals, the wrong doors you're about to open, the right paths you're afraid to take, the miracles that are waiting for you, and the dangers that need to be taken away. My child, they told me, their fate is rising. This time, I don't want anything to get in the way. That's why, beloved, they went through heaven's gate to get to you. Now pay close attention to the next truth they pleaded with me to share. They still don't know how strong they are. Do you understand, my child? You've been through things that would have broken most people. No one saw the wounds you healed. In spite of your broken heart, you kept yourself together. You went through rough times by yourself. You fought silent battles by yourself. You cried alone and smiled with other people. You were too kind to people who deserved it. Some people didn't understand how much you loved them. You are stronger than you think, beloved. The child who died sees this and tells me, tell them they are no longer meant to suffer. Beloved, the hard season is coming to an end. You've been in pain for too long. We've had you wait too long. You've been true to the wrong people. You hurt in ways you couldn't explain. Heaven has said that this chapter needs to change, my child. The blessing that was planned for you has something to do with this change. Loved ones, this is what the person who died asked God for you. Peace to make you feel better. Clarity to show who the real person is. Safety so that no enemy can hurt your way. Stability so that you can relax at home. Chance that comes up out of the blue. Healing to let go of hidden wounds. Help so you never have to walk around blind again. Not only financial abundance, but also spiritual and emotional abundance. They didn't just ask, my child. They begged. They said, beloved, give them what I never got. They love you more than words can say. They want your life to grow in ways that theirs couldn't. Now, my child, listen to this holy truth. They know what will happen to you. The spirit world can see very well. They saw hope, a turning point, or a big step forward waiting for you. Tell them they won't be walking into their future by themselves, they said. Beloved, they gave me a dream. You are at a fork in the road. Old pain, old people, and old patterns were all along one path. The other was full of blessings, peace, light, and clarity. They walked up behind you, my child, and put a gentle hand on your back to lead you to the better path. Lead them, they said. Watch out for them. Pick them up. They deserve more than they think. Have mercy on me. You have been living below your spiritual calling. Someone else's wounds were on you. You let people into your heart when they didn't deserve it. Watched for a sign. This is the sign, my child. Now, before I tell you about the miracle that is coming your way, including the exact blessing, the exact shape it will take, and the spiritual shift it will bring, you need to get your heart ready. Miracles can only come into the world through open hands. My child, get ready, because what's coming next is the end of the message they've been carrying for a long time. Now is the time when everything fits together. The truth, the warning, the blessing, the apology, and the love all come together here. Beloved, miracles don't happen by force. They come slowly and quietly when the heart is finally ready to receive them. It's now open for you. It was my child who died who asked me to make this clear. Don't worry about what's going to happen. Don't question how valuable you are. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. Do not be afraid to be yourself anymore. Loved one, you've spent too much of your life making other people feel good about themselves by making yourself smaller. You didn't say anything. You have put off being happy. You've been through pain that wasn't yours. That season is now over. Their prayer for a blessing from heaven is already coming true, my child. You might first pick up on small clues, like a feeling, a conversation, a shift, or a door opening by itself. Do not miss these signs. They prove something. Dear ones, the miracle they talked about will not come to test you. It will come to heal you. It will bring calm where there was stress, understanding where there was doubt, and warmth where there was cold. Your house will feel lighter, my child. You'll feel more stable in spirit. It will make your heart feel better. Tell them they are safe now. The person who died said, "Do not be alarmed. This protection is not loud or dramatic. It's not too loud or too quiet. Some people will no longer be able to use your energy. You will no longer be drained by some things. Some patterns will end on their own, without any trouble. This is moving divine protection. They also want you to know this, my child. When you feel calm all of a sudden for no reason, that's them. That's them when something bad is put off or blocked. When your intuition gently warns you, it's telling you what to do. When you feel strong in a way you can't explain, they are there with you. You are not alone, beloved. You were never that. They told me to say this one last time, slowly and clearly, so your soul could fully understand it, my child. I'm proud of them. I was always that. Loved one, they can see what you're becoming. They can see how strong you are. They can see the kindness that is still in your heart, even though things are hard. They want you to feel safe as you move on to the next part of your life. That's it, my child. The season of survival is over. Now is the start of the season of alignment. My child, Staying in touch is important. When you subscribe, it's not about the content. It's about being consistent. Prophetic promises come true in a certain order when you stay aligned. This doesn't happen by force, but by divine timing. Have faith in what is happening. Believe in your gut. Have faith in the changes taking place around you. Before you leave, please share this message with someone you know who is carrying silent weight. If you send light to other people, heaven will often send that light back to you in a bigger form. Trust yourself most of all. Dear one, the person who died will always be with you, loving, protecting, and guiding you from the other side of the veil. This message didn't just appear. It was meant for you to hear it. Take a step forward now that you know you are loved, supported, and chosen. Beloved, do one last thing on purpose before you leave this moment. Write "I choose peace" in the comments if you feel calmer than you did at the beginning, or if something heavy has lifted even a little. This is your statement that you are letting go of things that were never meant to stay with you, and that you are moving forward while being guided, protected, and helped. Before you leave, beloved, I want you to do something easy but powerful. As a sign of agreement, slowly like this video, not for the platform, but as a spiritual sign that you're letting God's love, protection, and guidance flow freely toward you. Little acts of faith can lead to big opportunities. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You didn't find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.